Hello everyone, this is Cher talking, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, let's talk about Thank You Training event in Romancing SaGa UniverSe. This is a global exclusive event and it's very fun. I'm having a blast here. I have to thank the developers for making such a nice event, because here everything will be put into proof. You can bring your strongest characters and you may still have some difficulty clearing some stages. And if you don't have the strongest characters, you can train with the stages number 1 here. As you can see, there are two variations, the number 1 and the number 2. The number 2 is the hardest one, has the highest cap in the game right now. It says 1450, but it's actually 1460. And this is the highest cap. We can train many different styles. You can train everything here. And I think this is in preparation of the World Tower. It lasts for 2 weeks, and it's time enough for you to train it all. So the first stage is weak against Slash, as you see, Slash recommended, then Blunt, then there we have a Pierce stage, and for last one there is this Spell. That's exactly elemental damage. There are some ways to cover for some problems that you may have by not having a full Slash, a full Pierce, but let me tell you also that the last stage, this one is the easiest to cover, because it's just elemental damage. Some physical attackers also produce elemental damage. But here you also have to understand something. There are 3 waves here. So your characters have to be good to do AoE damage in 3 waves. Not many characters can do that. Some can only attack with AoE for 2 turns. Sometimes they can only attack with wave 1. Sometimes only wave 2. And that's why some characters will be work better than others. So let's start with the first stage, Slash, and I'll be showcasing my first strategy. This one uses only 3 styles and it's kinda easy to make if you have Amazon Raid X. If you don't, it may bring some problems, because Amazon Raid X will help when you have a character like, let's show here, Mirsa, that needs to attack on the first turn, or else he will use a skill that we don't want, like Steel Blade Light. We don't want him to use that. We want him to just use Stardust Slash 3 times in a row. And then we have Gray. The newest Gray, he's only level 42, and he's here because of Marvelous Slash. I got him with my selector ticket. And also have this old Madeleine that's been well neglected for a lot of time. I hope that I can get her to cap pretty soon. So this strategy here can bring 2 trainees, and it's very easy to make if you can. If you are not doing enough damage, just bring someone like Leo in the back and he will help out to make everyone do enough damage. Okay, let's go. And with that we have our 3 attackers in the front, or 2 trainees in the back. Hopefully they will do enough damage, but they do. I already tested this. These enemies have around 60,000 HP. It's insane. We got a combo here, but we really don't need combos. Also, the first hit from Madeleine is stronger than the other ones. From now on, she will use a weaker attack. It's different because Mirsa and Ray will always use the same damage. Ray is extremely powerful. Mine is not maxed. If you have a maxed Gray, it'll be even easier. He can use this attack 3 times in a row. Just increase his skill number 3 to max, so that he never uses that. Second stage, Blunt Training. This one is actually very easy to do, since we do have a lot of blunt damage dealers, but we have to use those that can attack 3 times in a row for AoE. And I'm using COmmando Emelia. She has not returned yet, but she's pretty good. She has Ricochet Parade and Total Shot that have above average damage. She has to kill a wave to be able to use it 3 times in a row. But there are some other styles like Coppelia. Coppelia can just use Mirage Kick instead of Punishing Combo. I increased Punishing Combo to 14 because I don't want her to use that on turn 1. I'll be using Red, but Red will be going for Punishing Fist instead of Punishing Combo. I increased combo so that he does not use. Hummingbird is also on 4, but it will not change anyway. And we can bring 2 trainees on this strategy. Okay, so because Red is on the agility position, we can't guarantee that he will always use Punishing Fist in all turns. That is good enough. Mirage Kick is not as strong as Punishing Fist, but still helps dishing out damage. Emelia will open with her Ricochet Parade, that deals a lot of damage, and from here on out she will be finishing waves with Total Shot. Ricochet Parade does have a high chance of going first, but Total Shot does not. That's why she always goes. There's a problem with the last wave, because Katarina may sometimes use Moulin Rouge, and that attack has fast. So you kinda waste a little of a time here, but not much different. This can also just be your best strategy if you have plenty of blunt damage dealers. As for the third stage, for Pierce training, I do have a good setup, and I'm finally training my Claudia again. Claudia was left over because there were so many Pierce attackers, and I did make a very nice strategy for her, but it relies on inheritance. She has Reveritory Shot on 11, but also Stereo Rain on 11. I want her to just use Chaos Shot 3 times in a row, and if she fails to attack on first turn, she would just use Stereo Rain on second, and then Chaos Shot on last. I have the UDX Matriarch. She has a very high priority, even here on the front. She may just attack, and I inherited also Brandish, but I want her to use Shining Glory. It's just to reduce the chance of using single target. So the formation is Deadly Pierce. In the other top position we have Darque, and Darque is easy to program for AoE since he just inherits Firecracker and keep throwing knives. And for the last one we have Wagnas. Wagnas will be using Psycho Shot for inheritance and then Blue Fire Fang. With that we have a full Pierce setup. We can only bring one trainee with this. Okay, so I don't even know who goes first here because all of them have actually average agility. I think that Wagner is the one with the lowest of them all. The good thing is that nothing breaks here. If one does not attack in a turn, other will in the next one, and it would not break the cycle. And you saw how much damage Darque did? Very nice damage. 42,000. As you see, we didn't even use Matriarch so far. Maybe we won't even need her. Let's see if we will need her. I think we won't. Well, we don't need her. She used this attack, but we don't need her. I'm pretty sure. Now for the last stage, it's also very easy if you have the Royal Family and Matriarch. This time we are using the Amazon Raid Axe formation. I know not everyone has access to this, but the next best thing will be Speculation, because this also increases more agility to the frontline character. Amazon Raid Axe is more about damage, but also increases the chance of the first one attacking before. So, with that, we want Emperor to attack first with his Imperial Sword, so we guarantee that he will just use some flash after that. And then there is Leon. He only attacks on the second wave with his Imperial Glory attack. And we have Matriarch with her Shining Glory on turn 1 and turn 3. I reduced the agility for Matriarch because she has a very high agility and even sometimes may attack before Emperor. But then with Ox Geta, with that Halberd of Death equipment, and also a very old accessory that decreases agility by 4 called Giant Mochi, she stopped doing that. And also I had to increase the agility from Final Emperor with that Power Suite equipment, with this Quicksilvers, and also there's another accessory called Pumpkin Ring, only so that he always attacks first. Okay, we can bring 2 trainees with this strategy. The battle started. Let's see, Imperial Sword, Shining Glory. First wave is super easy because Leon will never attack in a way. What could bring problem was if your Matriarch attacked before Emperor in this wave now. This will not happen anymore. We fixed the agility. Now we have the last wave. Leon does not help here. Not at all. And they are all dead. This is good because it's, well, hard to fail. Now let me show you 2 other strategies. The first one is using Sigmoid. We have Emperor in the front again. It's still one of the best ones for elemental damage that can cycle 3 times without breaking. So we have Princess White Rose. This is the Global X. We inherit Wildfire for one of her 3 styles. We increase Photosphere Shot to 7, and she would just use Wildfire and Chocolate Ball. And there's Wagnas. He just uses Butterfly Blaze, and then Blue Fire Fang. He's on the middle, the best lot for him. And in the back here I have Creator. We can also be another AoE attacker with 3 turn cycles. He just uses Creator spell and then time Q 2 times. 1 slot for Trainee only. And Creator is not a fast attacker, but still attacks more often than some others in the agility position. He has negative 25 here. Butterfly Blaze may kill enemies if he just chases. This time it did it. Still good enough because the Emperor is here to help. If you don't have Emperor, Madeleine also works, but she deals way less damage. Sun Flash, Blue Fire Fang. What else? Chocolate Ball. Fiat Lux. If it's not Fiat Lux, it's Creator's Power, but it still does enough damage. Time Q. Very nice. They don't attack. The last strategy uses Anima String formation. We have full mage set up with Vassal. That is not the best damage dealer, but at least he can always use AoE. We have also Muse, that is the same thing. And in the middle we have Rocbouquet, Summer style, with her Dark Pulse inherited. We want her to use Blooming Fireworks, so that's why it's on 12 here. Well, Dark Pulse is always 3. And then what we have is Creator here as well. We can use some other one, but it has to attack with AoE 3 times in a row. The newest one also works, but this one is the one I have. We can bring one trainee with this. Okay, and let's see if everything will go according to expected. Rainstorm, the damage from both are the same. Blooming Fireworks and then Creator's Power. Dark Pulse, Time Q, Fiat Lux, nice. When this happens, it just speeds up. Rainstorm, Rainstorm, Time Q, Dark Pulse, and they are all dead. Well, that's it guys, this was the last strategy. Thank you so much for watching. Are you using something different? Please say here in the comments. I hope it helps, and I hope to see you soon in the next episode. Bye.